The eVTOL market is coming at us fast, probably much faster than we all thought, including me. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Look as Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs. We have some massive news announced on Friday, the 12th, coming from the FAA, the Federal Aerospace Administration, and we have some massive progress with eVTOLs. What happened? The FAA eVTOL Integration Pilot Program has just progressed to another step. The US Department of Transportation and FAA have launched the Electric Vertical Takeoff and Landing Integration Pilot Program, also known as eIPP. A national 3-year pilot to fast-track real-world eVTOL operations through public-private projects. This program stems from the June 2025 executive order unleashing American drone dominance, which directs Department of Transport and the FAA to select at least 5 projects and allow operations to begin ahead of full certification in carefully supervised environments. So, what is the bottom line? What does it mean what does it actually mean? At least 5 projects will be chosen, each a partnership between a local or state government and one or more US eVTOL companies. The program length will be 3 years after the first project becomes operational. And use cases are short-range air taxis, regional electric flights, cargo and offshore logistics, emergency and medical transport, and early autonomous operations. So this is the future happening probably as early as next year. Or not as early as next year, as early as just early next year. Let me put it this way. So why this matters? The eIPP enables the certification operations to collect real-world data and inform permanent FAA rules, shifting from prototypes to real-world services. What you can see here on the screen is our very own newsletter. You can subscribe to the newsletter. Link will be in the video. I'll pop the link in the chat shortly for you as well. Is it worth it? Well, you have 7-day trial and you can find out if it's worth it, because every day, this is made by Sensei mainly, every day he gives you the market forecast. He gives you 5 things to look at. He gives you analysis. He gives you financial, he gives you a chart analysis. He gives you price targets. He gives you deep dives, top topics for the day. So basically this is your morning newspaper for the market and your market forecast. I do one for Saturday, for my Saturday show, and I'll be slightly shifting towards, this was full of news and analysis, I'll be shifting more towards analysis, future price targets and stuff, similar stuff. So there'll be less news in this newsletter, or no, there won't be less news, there'll be less elaborated, the news, because I would like to cover and bring you the news through the week as they are happening. You don't have to wait till Saturday, you will hear them on the day they are happening. And this week was a little trial. Let me know if you caught up with the news and if you think it's a good idea. So there'll be more analysis, but the newsletter is interactive. You have link. This is the link to this very show. You can connect with Sensei, Martyn, me on X. You have a link to Discord, YouTube, you name it. The link will be under the video as well. And there's a 7-day trial, so you can try if it's worth it or not. The program goals and scope. The program aims to get mature vehicles flying limited routes under FAA oversight to validate procedures, demonstrate public benefit, and accelerate FAA rulemaking for scaled operations. There is no direct federal funding attached. Instead, this is about coordination, agreements, and safe real-world testing. So, pretty much what it says, it's a pilot program. We are proving our concept, if it's safe, if it's viable, how efficient that is, and if we can coordinate these aircraft within the airspace. So declared participants, we have 4 companies so far who applied officially into this program. And we also, as of yesterday, got first 2 participants selected. So formal selections will come early 2026. For now, several companies have confirmed their intent to participate. We have Joby Aviation and we have ACHR Aviation. Again, yesterday, both of these announced they have been selected into this pilot program. The target geographics for Joby will potentially be Texas, Florida, Ohio, New York, and California. And the targeted geographics for ACHR, more than likely New York and Los Angeles, with a sight on the 2028 Olympics. We also have Wisk Aero, the Boeing-backed autonomous eVTOL developer. They still have slightly longer way, and we have Beta Technologies who have successfully flown passengers as the first all-electric flight into the JFK airport in June 25. They are also focused on cargo-first operations and building a nationwide charging network. So we have some interesting names in the pot. What this means for manufacturers? Well, regulatory fast lane, early chance to operate under FAA supervision before full certification. We have commercial advantage. First movers will benefit in routes, infrastructure, and public acceptance. Investor confidence, and I will get into this very shortly. Investor confidence, we have government-backed validation, reduces risk and builds market credibility. And standards influence, participants help shape noise, pilot training, and vertiport requirements. Here is a timeline, but for the investor sentiment, yesterday, massive news. This was massive news, and I didn't see as big reaction. This might be mounting on what I've been saying for past weeks. The eVTOL market is still running through the cool off. However, it can shoot up and it can take off in mere days. It could be weeks, it could be days. I'm not saying buy, but on the back of these news, I think we have great entry point. We have great entry opportunity as investors. So let me just show you Joby chart. If I zoom out to the daily chart, this is what happened yesterday. Let me switch it to 5 days. This is what happened yesterday. This is when the news got announced. Before that, we were trading at around $14 here. The news came up, massive spike, over $14, touching 15, and then it cooled off again. And we are only few percent up. We are only 10, 20 cents up. So this is massive news. Same for ACHR. If I go to ACHR, ACHR, this is telling me the eVTOL market is not taking off yet. Yes, ACHR had slightly better reaction, but Joby, this is telling me there might be still few days when the eVTOL market is not ready or accumulating and warming up its jets to take off. So with the timeline, the executive order was announced on the 6th of June 2025. We brought you this live on our channel. You could see footage of Donald Trump signing the bill next to me. The program was formally announced by the FAA and Department of Transport in September 25. And the applications, the winners of the applications, there's a 120-day time period, 120-day period where these will be announced. So we can hear more participants being announced as early as Monday, and we can hear the last participants being announced in this pilot project just around Christmas. The first pilot operations, I wonder if this is going to happen sooner now or not. Originally, it was targeted for the second quarter of 2026. However, I wouldn't be surprised if we get first trials as early as the first quarter 26, which is literally 6, 7, 8 months away. There's not much time before the eVTOL market properly takes off. And we talk about all the catalysts in the pipeline for ACHR, for the eVTOL market. There'll be a lot pivoting around the Mid-East. And now we have second pivot point, which will be the United States trials and pilot programs for the eVTOLs. And the project is expected to run up for 3 years, and it might be extendable if needed. However, if any of the participants achieve the FAA certification, they can roll out this project, this pilot project, to the actual operation applications. So likely test locations. Based on company plans and local partnerships, the following regions are front runners: New York City, Los Angeles, and Southern California. We have Texas, Florida, Ohio, and other possible locations. There was a lot of rumor around North Carolina, Michigan, Utah, and Chicago as well. So how this changes the runway? For regulators, it provides real-world data to finalize pilot training, airspace rules, vertiport standards, and noise rate regulations. For the industry, it proves the business case with airport shuttles, cargo runs, and medical missions. And for US leadership, it positions America to lead in the advanced air mobility as other regions. The first adapters of ACHR, Joby, EHang, Volocopter, Beta is expected to be the United Arab Emirates as early as first quarter 26. We also are flying operationally, and there are also first commercial flights of passengers in China as well. Europe is not staying behind, because we will see EHang flying in Spanish islands first half of the 2026. And also there are some pilot programs and trials scheduled for Japan for next year as well. So this could be accelerating the whole worldwide rollout of the eVTOLs. Here are some quick facts. You can pause this. I'm not going to read through it. You can pause the screen and read through it. And the bottom line is the pilot program is a launchpad for America's eVTOL future, with Joby, ACHR, Beta, and Wisk leading the charge. There could be some more names. There could be some more names which will be announced. Don't take only these, as they are the only parts of that program. Leading the charge, the US could see passenger-carrying eVTOL services by 2026, and the pathway to scaled commercial rollout by the late 2020s. So as I said, the eVTOL market is coming at us fast, much faster than we probably thought, and definitely including me. If you like this topic, if you like into eVTOLs, don't forget to hit the like button. Consider subscription, because we are bringing you eVTOL updates and news pretty much daily. If you are into this, you can join me for my Saturday live show as well. I'm having great audience. This video is recorded live on the Saturday show. Thank you very much for joining me. If you are watching this, here is my eVTOL playlist. Here is another video related to this topic. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves and each other.